Welcome to Great Day Houston. The sun is shining and the fish are biting. For some, fishing is just a hobby, but for my first guest, Trey Kistler, it's a way of life that started at just 8 years old. That early passion cast him into the perfect career.
Fishing in the outdoors means the world to me. We hand make, hand assemble all of our rods here in Magnolia, Texas. I believe my customers are attracted to the American-made, veteran-owned, premium quality, proven product. I get tickled every time I see and hear about somebody that could buy any rod and they choose a Kistler. I'm Trey Kistler. I'm the owner of Kistler Rods here in Magnolia, Texas.
And Trey joined us on board the GDH Happy Boat to share how he went from catching bass in local ponds to really in success. Good morning. All right, rod in hand. All right, at 8 years old, you asked your dad to buy you tackle, a tackle box, and your first fishing rod. I was asking for a lot of stuff at 8. That wasn't it. What was it about fishing that really caught your attention to that point?
Well, my friends taught me about fishing, and I just really love the nature and the creation. It's just fun getting a tug on line and pulling that fish in.
Yeah, you remember that very first time?
Very first time.
Yeah.
I was hooked.
And you asked your dad, no pun intended, right? And you asked your dad, you said, look, wake me up pre-dawn. And you walked to the neighborhood pond to fish. And like you said, you got hooked for life.
Yeah, I threw that jitterbug out there, a topwater lure, and that big bass hit it. And that hooked me for life. It was so fun. Yeah.
So instead of studying a bunch of homework, you were studying other things.
I was, yeah. I didn't really believe in math or science. I believe in studying fish.
You studied fish. All right. There's so many benefits to fishing. I remember going with my dad, and for my mom, she loved it that my brother and I would go with him because she's like, get out of the house. All of y'all get out of the house. But when we got there, that means so much more today than I think maybe back then, because we didn't have like all the online stuff to sit in front of the TV. But you got outside, you enjoyed time with each other, but you also enjoyed time in nature.
Absolutely. Yeah. Me and my friends would go down to the lake every day, every morning, really, every morning and every afternoon, and just learn more about creation and fishing, and it helped me connect to my God.
Yeah. All right. So you were studying fish. You love fish so much. Did you ever think about a career before you ended up starting the career in going in something, marine biology, something?
No. I was almost a high school dropout, and I went in the Army and learned discipline and got out and then started working for my dad and his fishing rod company. Yeah. And so I had the opportunity to start my own later. I had a bunch of mouths to feed, my kids and my wife, and just it was a necessity. And I worked hard, and it became a passion, and now it's a lot of fun.
It's really cool when your passion can be your livelihood, but for a lot of people it doesn't start that way. So you're a great lesson in how to make that entrepreneurial story come true. So as you said, you loved it, you worked with your dad, and you thought, well, you know, I can also do this myself as well. So your pregnant wife, and one employee started building rods, but you started part-time. I think so many times with an entrepreneur, they'll say, I would love to do this, but I can't, because I think it's all or nothing. And the thing is, you can start somewhere, and you started.
Yeah, I always tell people, if you want to do something on your own, have your own business, you got to keep your job and then work your own business in the evening. You got to have two or three things going. Yeah. You got to work harder than the next guy. And if you do, and you stay at it, stay persistent, and never give up, you'll succeed. It might take a little while, but you'll go through ups and downs. And
what was that moment in your head where you said, oh gosh, I can quit these other jobs. I think we'll be good? Because you got a couple of really big orders that really encouraged you.
Yeah, the first big orders kind of put me in business. Then I had to come back to reality and go back to my job.
Yeah, because it has to keep coming, right? But you had one said you needed 3,000 rods for 2 big customers, and you're like, okay, that really helped a lot.
Yeah, about in my 3rd year in, I created this rod called the Helium, and it really just connected with people. It's the lightest rod on earth, and it really kind of propelled Kistler into the fishing industry, made us a worldwide name.
Yeah, and you mentioned in that piece earlier, and I think that's something else that right now is so much more important to people, handmade, right here at home. The advantage of taking care of home and taking care of businesses at home.
Absolutely, I love the fact that I can employ craftsmen and women to come in every day and do what they love. They just love building rods, handmade one at a time. And there's a difference between, you know, a rod made overseas and a rod made right here in Magnolia and Houston area.
How many do you do a day?
We do approximately 50 a day.
Wow.
50 a day.
And you have a
Yeah.
5-star Google rating.
Yeah.
People love what you do there. You can shop by type. For me, like, look, I would just say a rod's a rod. I'd have like a tree branch or something. But there is a difference between rods depending on what you're doing, right?
There is. You know, the fishermen that get really into it and technical, they'll buy a light rod, a heavy rod, a medium heavy rod for different fish, different lures, different lakes. So yeah. My customers, they own 20 to 50 rods.
Wow. Okay. Like, what would we be catching in this water right here, which I don't know.
Well,
where we are.
this looks like the Gulf of Mexico,
okay,
or the Gulf of America right now.
You know, that water's a little blue.
So we're saltwater. We're saltwater fishing for big shark.
Okay. All right.
Hold on.
All right. Hopefully, a shark doesn't come along. All right. You've made rods for some famous customers, Warren Buffett and Jimmy Buffett.
Yes.
President George H.W. Bush. If you look up pictures of him, almost every free time he had, he was fishing.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you ever get to talk to him about
no,
his love for fishing?
I didn't.
Yeah. All right. You're still fishing today, but you have more time to do that leisurely because you built the business.
That's right. I've built a great business with great people that love what they do. They take care of our business and our customers. So now I'm out testing rods, developing, and just traveling around with my wife to test new rods.
Different fishing holes, right?
Different parts of the country, different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
What part of the world has the best fishing hole?
I would say right now Mexico has the best fishing for bass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody has their tall fish tail, right? Okay. Like I caught one; it was this big. Right? Every time I tell a story, the fish gets bigger and bigger. All right. What's your tallest fish tail? That's really a true story.
Well, a week before a big tournament, I caught 11.5-pound bass. Right, and so
what's the average size of a bass?
Oh, average size is maybe 3.
Oh, wow.
So this is a giant bass, right?
Yeah.
So I said, all right, let's put it back and let's go catch him next week and win the tournament. So me and my son woke up at 4 in the morning, went out there and tried to catch that fish for like 3-4 hours. We gave up. So we went home. We just gave up. Went home.
Somebody else catch it.
Somebody else caught the same fish. It was 11:07.
I'm like, did you have a homing device on it? What made you think that it was going to go like, oh, hey, there's that Trey guy and his son again. Let me bite their hook, right? Yeah. All right. Well,
true story though.
Yeah. So the thing is, you got to get it while the getting is good.
Yeah. You got to have a lot of luck on your side, and we didn't have the luck
on that day. Well, Trey, thank you so much for joining us, and thanks for sharing your story, and congratulations. For Trey Kistler's full Cadillac Shaping Houston story, log on to shapinghou.com to shop for your fishing gear. Visit KistlerRods.com. Well, they have an exclusive coupon for Great Day viewers. Thank you for that. Use code GreatDaySave25, GreatDaySave25, to receive 25% off anything on their website. All right, again, GreatDaySave25, all one word, no spaces, at KistlerRods.com.